Hi and welcome to Cheeky Richo's 3-ingredient crock pot or slow cooker pulled pork. The ingredients are in the recipe box below, so let's get started. We've got some sparkling apple juice, some barbecue sauce, and of course the star of the show, a piece of pork. Now I'm just going to cut the fat and the rind off the pork because we don't want to infuse that fat into the cooking process. It'll just make you bilious while you're eating it. So most of the fat will be removed prior to cooking. The fat that's marbled through the meat will of course add to the flavour and keep it moist and tender. We really don't want to have all that fat infused in it. Plus, I'm going to show you how to make crispy pork crackle, which is very expensive to buy in the shops, and that's going to be for a later video. Okay, we've got the inner portion of our crock pot here, and this is sparkling apple juice, but you could just use normal apple juice if you like. Our pork is pretty lean now. Most of the fat has been removed, as you can see, and we're just going to lay that into our crock pot, as flat as you can get it. This is what's been removed, so there's very little waste as far as the meat's concerned, and there's our rind there. Now we just pour our apple juice over the top of our pork. Now I'm going to put in about 500 grams or about a pint, and we're going to pop that into the outer section of the slow cooker. Pop the lid on, and I'm just going to select auto, but you could put it on low for about 8 hours or high for about 5 to 6 hours, depending on the size of the pork that you're using. That's about a 1.5 kilo piece of pork, and we'll just let that cook away. Okay, after about 5 hours, it's time to remove our pork from the sauce, and it is just flying to bits. There's the bone coming out of it now. So moist and tender. Just scrape all that meat off the bone because it'll be a lot easier to manage without the bone in there. Okay, now we just get our 2 forks and just pull this apart, and you can see it's just absolutely, look at that, all the moisture, completely cooked. Smells absolutely divine. If you're breaking that up or shred it up, you can do this with a spoon, you don't even need a fork, it's so well cooked. Now if you wanted to, you could actually freeze that as it is now and add your sauce at some later stage. This is perfect on fresh crusty bread rolls with some coleslaw and some salad, but we're going to have it with some baked vegetables tonight. Steaming hot. Okay, now we're just going to pour over our sauce. Give it a good mix around. We're also going to loosen this sauce up with some of our apple juice in our crock pot. Keep it hot in there. This is great for filling burritos, tacos, anything really. Okay, just dribble over some of our cooking liquid. Very, very little fat in that because we've removed most of the fat prior to cooking. And look at that. Cheeky Richo's 3-ingredient pulled pork. A little taste, shall we? Test it for seasoning. Yum yum. You don't need teeth for that. It's delightful. Thanks for watching. Cheeky Richo's 3-ingredient crock pot pulled pork.